Thursday. Boy, another week just roaring by here. It's just insane. But I had a great day yesterday, and I think we finished the book. I think, and this is the wrong fingers for the book, but it's the right finger for the way I feel. We did like the last 120 pages of it yesterday, got it all organized and moved pictures around. I mean, it's going to be it's a pretty good sized book. I mean, I think we have probably around 6,000 photographs thematically, laid out in all kinds of different ways in it. And the great part is I've got about 6,000 pictures in it. The sad part is that leaves out about 5,000 others. And so not everybody is going to make the cut on this one, but if I never take another picture, I think I have volume 2 sitting there if this one does well. But we shot the cover for the book, and got the title done, got the graphics for everything in order. Have a couple of things we're waiting on, but if I get it completely finished by the end of next week, the print company said they can definitely have it ready for Christmas, which would be fantastic. It's just a fun book, man. I can sit back looking at this as I'm working with Blue on it, and we're just looking at it. We're both smiling and laughing at it because it's just something that's meant to put a smile on your face. And God knows we can use a smile in this day and age. There's enough stuff not to be smiling about. So it's really fun to do this. And next week I will start focusing on a Kickstarter program, and let you know what the perks are for coming in. It's not like, asking for dough. What it is advanced sales is really what the Kickstarter is. So, and there will be a couple of levels of that for personalized autograph books and all of that stuff. But I'm not going to tell any more. I'm going to surprise you when I have something in hand. I will be able to present it. But I'm heading off today. It's about 9:30 in the morning. What time is it here? 9:27 in the morning. Took the dogs out for a walk before it got hot. But I'm in the studio again today with Judith Owen. And so I'm going to do this little video, and then I'm going to pack my gear and jump in my truck and head to Dave's room, the studio we work in. That was Dave Bianco's studio, which is a great little room, an intimate little fun room to be in. And Dave was one of my favorite engineers to work with, and he was kind of co-producing all of this stuff with Judith, and then he just suddenly passed away. And this was a while back, but the family is still running the studio. And it's freaky that the engineer who's working with us is named Dave. So there's a certain consistency and continuity taking place on this. But I think Pedro will be there today. And I think we have a couple of songs we're going to work on, but we're in the middle of 2 albums that are so diametrically opposed. It's unbelievable. But that's the way Judith thinks. Her brain can go in a lot of directions at the same time and give validation and credibility to both of them. So it's really, really fun. So I'm gonna do a song today. Since I'm going to work with Judith, I thought I'd do another Judith tune. And this is from the Rediscovered album, her last studio album that was all covers. This is where Black Hole Sun and Smoke on the Water and all this stuff, all those songs came from. And this is a Joni Mitchell song called Ladies Man. And Judith absolutely, I was just looking to make sure I had turned the camera on. Jesus, so you're talking away and I might be looking at no numbers scrolling by. That would be genius. But Judith just absolutely loves, she calls her Saint Joni of Mitchell, and just worships her. And it was really great because at the last NAMM show at the Tech Awards, Joni was being honored kind of a Lifetime Achievement Award. And it was great. I got Judith backstage for it, and she got to meet Joni, and she still is giddy about that. It was a deep moment for her. And Joni's version of this song is much slower. It's really good, but it's a whole different vibe to it. And so when Judith heard it, this was her spin on it. So I'm going to go ahead and play Ladies Man by Joni Mitchell as interpreted by Judith Owen and as fumbled through by Leland Sklar. His fingers are crossed.
Well, I've heard heartbreakers, but you take the cake, you do it. Lady, you're the charm, the diamonds off a rattlesnake, you do it. Lady man, those ladies bring it on over when you give them a dance, you do. They don't stand a chance. First you wanna fool them, then you pigeonhole them, ladies with your things like your self-control. Lady man, caught up so hot before you and you're so cold. Lady man, why do you keep on trying to make a man of me? Could you just love me like you love a cookie, like you love cross my heart, I swear I'm not trying to trick you. Lady man, it's just a straight feeling I have for you. Now this ain't no. Lady man, I guess you don't to refuse. Just think you can handle both. You're acting like a vampire. Breaking a dream at the foot of the bed. Ladies man, ladies man. Oh, no.
Ladies Man. I just always, it's such a kick to work with Judith just to see how her brain works. Because if you go and listen to the original of this, it's really amazing, but it's so completely different. And this is a much perkier and more up-tempo way of interpreting the song. So I'm going to pack up my crap and get out of here and go to work with her, Dame Judith Owen. And wish everybody, a really good day. I'm just sort of feeling really great about this whole project of the book. It's really put a smile on my face. And I know it's hard to tell because everything's hidden, but I'm actually smiling here. It's a rare moment. So take good care, everybody. Have a fabulous day. And my heart's out there with everybody working, as I say, every day. And I'm going to say it every day until this is behind us. And all those people who are working so hard can go home to their families and get back to a life that's not in danger every day, especially the healthcare workers that are exposing themselves to this virus on a daily basis. and then they can't even go home to their families. They're living in like trailers and stuff outside of their houses or in motels because they can't expose their families to any potential. It's insane. It's just unbelievable. But fingers are crossed that a conclusion to this will come at some point, and hopefully sooner than later, so that we can get back to it will never be normal. I mean, whatever we considered normal will never be here again, and that I think is a given. And some things may end up being better for it. I mean, some of the values and things that we were so focused on that we don't have now, we might actually walk away from and go, that really wasn't that important at the end of the day. This is more important. But I know everybody's just chomping at the bit to hang with friends. I know I'm chomping at the bit to play music with friends again, with the immediate family, to get on the road. I've got a ton of Zoom interviews and stuff lined up. I've got one right in the middle of Judith today that I've got to do. And then tomorrow morning, I'm doing a thing. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's with a big event that's taking place in Germany. And there's a whole bunch of people, different bass players involved in it. But I'm going to be doing probably about a 90-minute to a 2-hour interview and Q&A with Guy Pratt, who I absolutely love, the bass player from Pink Floyd. And Guy is one of the funniest guys, and he's got a great YouTube channel also. He's a piece of work. He's a funny guy, great bass player, and a really dear friend. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna be on the Zoom with all those people at I think 10:30 tomorrow morning, and get on that. So I mean, every day it just seems to be packed with stuff, busier than if this wasn't going on. I'd probably be on the road and I'd be working 90 minutes a day and then just wandering streets in cities in Europe and Asia and stuff. So all of a sudden I'm home and I am working my ass off between all these things, the book, yard work, house repairs. It's like, man, I'm getting no rest or anything. It's insane, but better that than just sitting here wishing I was doing something. So I'm grateful for that, and I see the top of my head is missing on this stuff, and so I'll just kind of slip down here. And I remember James Taylor, when he was going bald, he said, "I'm not getting bald. I have an ample brow," and I always refer to it as more like plate tectonics. Things like the crust of the earth moving. This was down here, and the hair was down here, and now it's all kind of shifting and moving around. So enough of my frivolity. I will see you tomorrow. Take good care.